After bouncing back from recession, Hong Kong is now facing the threat of inflation linked to rising property prices. Citizens and politicians have been speaking out against the high cost of living in Hong Kong. In his budget speech on Tuesday, Financial Secretary Zhang Cang introduced measures to tackle the problem.
Hong Kong seems to have recovered from the global financial crisis, with annual economic growth now at 6.8%. But the cost of living is rising in Hong Kong, mostly due to rising property prices. Since 2009, they've gone up by 60% and are expected to rise still further. It's fueled by a flow of money from mainland China and low interest rates in Hong Kong. This is driving inflation, which is expected to rise as high as 4.5% this year, from 2.4% in 2010. Pro-democracy lawmaker Leung Kwok Hung interrupted Financial Secretary John Tsang's budget speech on Tuesday, complaining about the high cost of living, while citizens protested outside the legislative building.
Right now, Hong Kong people are spending half their salary on their mortgages. So for those people earning equivalent $1,283 a month, it's impossible to buy an apartment.
Yet the government is conscious of the problem, despite being keen to play it down.
Overall inflation in 2010 was 2.4%. Discounting the various one-off government measures, the underlying rate of inflation for the year was 1.7%. This was relatively mild when measured against our economic growth of 6.8%. However, latest indications are that serious inflation is looming.
And Tsang insists he is tackling the problems in the property market.
I wish to reiterate that we are in an abnormal situation with plenty of liquidity and ultra-low interest rates. We must not lose sight of the risk to our social and economic stability with the formation of a property bubble. I'm prepared to administer additional measures when required to ensure that the property market remains stable and healthy.
Measures in this year's budget include increasing the land supply for residential use to provide 10 to 20,000 extra apartments this year, and issuing 10 billion Hong Kong dollars worth of inflation-linked bonds to ease property prices. Hong Kong property prices are already the highest in the world, and despite these measures are expected to go up further. Property shares on the Hang Seng Index did rise slightly after news that the new budget did not contain new property restrictions, but quickly stopped gaining after the additional land supply was announced.